Hey, what's going on, YouTube? You already know who it is. It is DubloH, and I am back with another video for y'all. And today, the embargo date for Wuchang Fallen Feathers reviews, early previews, and shit like that is lifted. So now IGN has just put out a 17-minute review for it. Let's get in. Let's talk about it. And I'm not gonna waste too much of your time. Let's get straight into it. Hold on, that blade fire. That shit twisting, that shit clean.
Great time to be a fan of Souls-likes. Between the fantastic The First Berserker Kazan earlier in the year,
I heard this game was pretty fire. I heard that was fire. Hold on, let me see if they got okay, they got it in 4K. Let's go.
Player co-op focused Elden Ring Night Rain, we have been eating well in 2025. And you can
I ain't gonna lie, Souls-like's been looking pretty decent. That UI is small and it is bothering me. That shit is very much bothering me.
As yet another course in that meal.
I like that I like that it's all out the way, but I hate how small it is.
Developer Lean Z Games impressed me from the start with its exciting, fast-paced, and
okay
combat.
The attack combo's looking pretty fluid and heavy.
Along with intricate and
was that the fucking that's the skill tree?
It's one of the best skill trees in the genre, and interconnected level design that guides us through gorgeous vistas and grotesque
decent, a lot of shortcuts.
That said, its difficulty is all over the place, with truly wild dips and spikes that go from a relative walk in the park to, oh my god, when is it my turn to attack levels of aggression.
So difficulty is gonna be wonky as fuck. You're gonna have to look out for a lot of that. That's a fair criticism. That's kind of gonna be like annoying when it comes to like gameplay wise. Some people gonna love it, some people not. I feel like more than likely this is gonna be something that word of mouth is really gonna have to push this out because of that.
So while I'm left with a little bit of whiplash after beating it, it's still an easy and strong recommendation for anyone who's hungry for more.
Decent. That's a good sound right there. It's an easy and good recommendation. Nigga, do you hear that soundtrack though? I'm sorry I keep pausing so much, but god damn, do you hear that? That shit knocks.
In typical Souls-like fashion, Wuchang expects you to do the heavy lifting when it comes to piecing together its story and lore, but it's not handled quite as elegantly as a FromSoft game or something like Lies of P. I was actually on board for the intriguing opening, which shows our titular, mostly silent hero awaken in a cave to discover that she has a disease that robs those afflicted of their memories and gradually turns them into hideous monsters. What starts as a personal journey to discover who she is and cure her affliction before she mutates into a nasty bird beast turns into a descent into dark fantasy as the mysteries of the disease, known as the feathering, start to come to light and you do battle with those transfigured by its effects.
So if I heard correctly, the story isn't as like easy to put together as like a Souls-like or Lies of P. It's a lot more confusing, but in my opinion, it's like a select few that actually plays Souls-likes for the actual fucking story.
But by the end of its 45-hour campaign,
45 hours? Damn.
Characters that pop up, say a few lines of dialogue, and then disappear for 10 or so hours until they pop up again in a completely new location. People kept on referencing names that I've never heard of before,
that's tough,
making it really hard for me to follow the conversation. Lore fiends who enjoy digging into weapon and item descriptions for clues might get more out of the story than I did, but playing through it the same way I have many other games meant its big revelations largely fell flat.
Keep in mind
that's tough,
that I shall hound you.
So like lore breakdown people is damn near gonna eat on this game because a lot of people are going to be like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And you might start hearing a lot of the story is bad.
To the very gates of hell, if you disrupt my plans.
Game of skills.
Combat,
look at them fucking dodges though.
And depth to carry me through to the ending style, with a ton of different offensive and defensive options at my disposal at all times.
like I said, I'm just loving, when is it? Oh, that shit dropping 2 days. Damn. I'm loving the animations on the fucking attacks, bro.
Where Wuchang sets itself apart from others that use the familiar style of stamina-fueled light and heavy attacks to get you from checkpoint to checkpoint is its huge focus on combining the skills and abilities that are tied to your weapons with discipline skills you unlock on the absolutely massive skill tree.
God damn.
For instance, equipping the sword parry discipline skill while using the flamebringer longsword weapon will let you build up the burn status ailment with its infernal firebrand weapon skill, while also giving you a defensive counter option on top of that.
Oh, that's
Pair that
decent.
same weapon with something like Crescent Moon, which still gives you that same burn buildup ability, but also allows you to get in and then get out to avoid counterattacks altogether, while still being able to build Skybound Might with its built-in evade. You can swap between two weapons mid-fight, or even mid-combo, which doubles your options.
That's fire. Okay. Bro, the combo potential in this game finna be fucking nuts.
And it's good that you have these extra options too, because this is not a game where you can get by with just the basics, especially when it comes to the tougher fights.
Oh, nigga. Nigga, I see myself having another Black Myth Wukong situation with the little,
which is gained mostly by perfectly dodging enemy attacks at the last instant, but can also be gained in certain weapon specific ways.
what is that shit called? Oh no.
Hinges on generating a resource known as Skyborn Might, which
Skyborn
is
Might.
mostly by perfectly dodging enemy attacks at the last instant, but can also be gained in certain weapon specific ways, such as landing the 4th hit of a light combo string with the axe,
Okay.
hit of a light combo string with the longsword, clashing weapons with the dual blades, or automatically
Clashing weapons with the fucking dual blades. If you attack at the same time, y'all will clash and fucking deny hits. That's bro.
over time simply by having the one.
Look at that motherfucking jiggle though. Damn.
Ways to incorporate both weapon and discipline skills into combat to get around limitations like stamina, since using a Skyborn Might charge often gives you a powerful attack that doesn't deplete your meter. Or blow through an enemy's strong defense with a poise break inflicting mist and take huge chunks out of their health in seconds. I felt like I usually had more interesting decisions to make with each level up than I do in most Souls-likes when it came to defining my build. A big
I love
part of
it.
that is how instead of boosting your preferred stat and making numbers go up each time you get enough currency to level, Wuchang uses a progression system that resembles the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X and Salt and Sanctuary.
Okay, so Petis, repository effect, brandish your sword with lightning speed, weaken your enemy's attack, grants partial immunity to damage, but does not block all incoming attacks. Use with Skyborn Might for greater potency.
It has 6 paths to go down and unlock progressively more powerful skills, with 5 of them being devoted to stat and weapon upgrades.
God damn, nigga, fuck, stop moving so goddamn fast. One-handed sword mastery plus
enhancing
1.
each of the different types of
Okay.
armaments, and the last one focusing more on universal boons, like extra healing charges, general buffs for executing certain techniques, etc. The grid is
Extra
absolutely
mana and shit
gigantic,
like that.
and even 10 to 30 hours into the campaign, I was
Look at that fucking skill
unlocking
tree.
brand new branches with new discipline skills and tons more upgrades to choose from. That's
Oh, so you can still unlock more fucking branches after that?
but thankfully, respecs are free, allowing you the freedom to change up your
That's
entire
cool.
build with zero cost or penalty. Whether
That's
to simply
cool.
try out a new weapon,
Look at that armor.
game plan against a challenging boss. It's an excellent system that encourages experimentation while also rewarding you for having a clear idea of what kind of build you want to make. There's a fairly impressive amount of different types of enemies as well, with each area you visit packing plenty of new twisted creatures with brand new sets of attacks and skills that you'll
No,
need to
them
learn how
bitches
to
gonna be
adjust
so
your build
annoying.
and your tactics to deal with. Everything in this game can be threatening, from the small hunchback dudes that go down in just 1 or 2 hits, but can sneak up on you with a hugely damaging grab.
That shit's
towering
so annoying.
almost like mini bosses into themselves. This variety kept the action fresh throughout the whole adventure and kept me tense whenever I would venture into a new area, since I never knew what to expect around the corner.
So like you gotta make sure that you ready. They got fucking floor traps? Oh no.
For the first 10 or so hours though, I didn't have to do a ton of build tweaking to breeze through most of these fights. That wasn't to say it was a walk in the park, but I've played a lot of Souls-likes in my day, and once I got the hang of dodging through the last hit of an enemy combo and charging up a heavy attack to instantly stagger them, I initially felt like I had figured Wuchang out. The deaths that
Trying to figure out
mostly came from an abundance
where the
of
stagger bar is on them.
And if you don't want some minor enemy
I
jump
think it's that
scares spoiled for
circle.
you,
Yeah, it's that
the
circle.
next 30-ish or so seconds of this video, starting now. Like pots that aren't really pots.
They got hidden enemies.
Trees that aren't really trees.
Trees that aren't trees. Oh,
Aren't really shrines.
a mimic shrine. Really? That's so fucking funny.
To be fair, lots of Souls-likes have moments like these, but it
Oh my god.
happens with such frequency that it felt like I was constantly getting pranked by the developers. And at a certain point, that joke gets old. Other than that,
Yeah, I feel like that'll probably be hella annoying.
sailing until I came across a boss called Commander Honglun. She wasn't so much of a difficulty spike because that implies some degree of an incline or ramp up, as she was like running into a brick wall. She took me about 2 hours to beat, and while I still came out on the other side of that fight having mostly enjoyed the intensity of it, Honglun serves as a non-spoilery encapsulation of what I don't like about several of Wuchang's later boss fights. The biggest issue is that the punishment window for correctly and precisely dodging most of their attacks is super tight, which takes away from the satisfaction of actually being able to dodge a huge sequence of swings. Like, if you watch this clip, I am on defense for a full 30 seconds before I'm able to punish this boss. Granted, I missed one opportunity, but it just goes to show how fleeting these opportunities can be. Compare that to games like Sekiro.
Nah, that's annoying though. Like, bro, you playing more defense than you are actually trying to fight. That's fucking, I hate brief windows of attack. That shit's so stupid.
Or Kazan, where you're damaging the boss's posture bar every time you precisely block an attack, getting closer to being able to do a damaging critical hit once you completely drain it. There's no such satisfying mid-fight progress here, because perfect dodges just give you Skyborn Might charges, which you still need to find an opening to be able to use. Wuchang does have a posture meter on enemies, but it only increases when you land hits and decreases after a time if you don't, which makes it extremely difficult to get that reward.
Oh my god.
When your opportunities to deal damage are so minimal. Not every boss fight after Honglun is like this, but the ones that are feel very drawn out to a degree that diminishes their fun.
Look at that parry. That shit was decent.
The world all these ups and downs take place in is rich with secrets to discover, interconnected paths that satisfyingly link entire sections of the map together, and tough optional challenges with appropriate rewards. I love the gradual descent into dark fantasy. You begin in a very colorful and beautiful Chinese village that is just showing subtle signs of the terrible illness sweeping through its population, and then as you progress deeper underground and through areas that have been absolutely ravaged by the feathering, it starts to feel more and more like a horror game. There are also together sequences that create tension and chaos even without combat being involved. One example is this section where you start on a straightaway with an enemy at the end who builds up an instant killing status affliction called Despair just by looking at you.
That's not fun.
To evade his gaze and get through, I had to make a mad dash past a bunch of enemies, climb up a ramp while avoiding poisonous drops from the ceiling, and navigate around constantly spawning.
That's not fun. That's not fun. That is not fun. I fucking hate shit like that. Don't make me have to run around everybody. That's not fun.
Monsters that were created by another out-of-reach foe. It's a great example of strong enemy design meshing with clever level design to create an absolutely intense sprint through a dangerous environment. With its fast-paced, dynamic, and flexible combat, and a best-in-class skill tree that allows for a ton of build experimentation and customization, Wuchang is an extremely respectable debut Souls-like for developer Lean Z Games. Some later bosses feel frustratingly lacking in chances to capitalize on opportunities for damage, and I would have enjoyed fewer surprise, you're dead kind of moments, but while those feather ruffling issues lead to some rough patches, none are abrasive enough to keep this innovative take on a hugely popular genre from soaring with some of the greats.
All right, they gave it an 8. See what the
Executive Reviews editor Tom Marks here with Mitchell Saltzman to talk about his review of Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Mitchell has done tons of Souls-likes for us.
Wuchang Fallen Feathers is looking like it's gonna be a solid Souls-like. It's gonna do a lot of shit differently, where your skill tree isn't gonna just give you like just simple stat upgrades. They're gonna give you fucking moves that you can use alongside the normal light and heavy attack that can help you in different fight situations. They're gonna be able to give you extra healing charges. They got shit for your vitality, stamina, but for the most part, most of this shit will be actual abilities that you can use for unlocking them. The skill tree look fucking huge. From what dude was saying, the difficulty is gonna be wonky as hell. You got a lot of annoying ass spots where shit can just pop out. Like you got the tree, you got the fucking you got the mimics that fake as shrines, you got the people that's in the fucking crates, you got a lot of people hiding around corners, you got a lot of shit like that where this game just wanna hurt you all the fucking time. Like you gotta be on your toes 24/7, which is okay, but it's gonna get annoying after a while. Fight animations look fucking great. I love the defense. I wish there was a better way for the poise to be broken. I wish they kind of made it similar to like Sekiro, where if you're doing defense or offense, you can build that poise up on them and be able to get more hits. I hate that you have to only be on offense for you to break their poise. From like what dude was saying, a lot of the bosses and like the later stages got a lot of multi hits where the time to actually attack them again is very fucking slim. Visually, this game is looking a lot better than every fucking time that I have seen it. It's just been getting better and better. I've seen it from when it first was announced 4 years ago now. I believe it was 4 years ago. Really just like a super asset flip of any Souls. Like it could have been whatever the fuck. I love how far it's came. It went from being a generic Souls like to some ashy to what we got today. This is a beautiful game. All in all, y'all gonna be seeing me on this. Stay tuned for first impressions and an uninstall on this. Yeah. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Will y'all be picking it up on Game Pass? Will y'all be picking it up for the full price? Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about it. And yeah, if y'all haven't made it this far, I do want to thank y'all for fucking with me. Make sure that you go ahead and leave a like, hit that subscribe because I just have more content on the way. Hit that bell so you never miss another video. Here is your second reminder to leave a like. My name is DubloH and I am out. Hey. Hold on, baby, hit the pause, go on, do you dance on it? Bust it down, baby, let me see, spread them legs, let me see what you got. Do your job, I got a check for you. Throw a couple bands, put in work, I got some more for you. Slow it down for me, drop it down, go get wild for me, smile for me, bend it over, go and touch your toes for me. Pause for me, get the can, baby, do a show for me. All money, if you clean it good, I got a note for you.